I came to US in 2014, and since then I was on H1 visa, working as a software engineer in US with like different employer. The main reason for my doing EB5 is I want to get out of that renewing H1 every 3 years and going through the visa process and all that. It was like very inconvenient and ever like have stress on family to do that process. And the another reason is for my son's study. So he want to pursue a medical uh, domain, and for him to get admission into the colleges is almost like impossible if we are not citizen or permanent residents over here. So those were the two reasons why I pursued for EB5. Yeah, so I interviewed like a couple of attorneys, and the the thing I was looking for is like who is like experienced in EB5 process, can answer my questions quickly, understand the my particular position, that how I'm going to source the fund and all that. And so that is what I was looking for. And then I also talked with Siddharth, and he also suggested Anahita. And working with her was like flawless. Like she answered each and every questions and was not like a attorney, but she like helped me a lot like a friend. She was very quick in responding each and every questions. I have explained the detail in detail that how it works and what are the drawbacks if we follow some other way or this way, like because it's very complex process. You don't know many things in that. So she was very helpful in that way, preparing the documents, submitting it. It was flawless. Yeah, so the thought process was like while investing this big amount, you want a trustworthy source that everything goes well and you don't miss anything that you don't know, and you cannot afford missing anything. So research is very important, and that's why I came to EB5AN website and go through all the processes that helps understand the process and give you a trust that yeah, this is going to work. So on particular EB5AN website, the main thing I like is like transparency about the processes, all the project financial statements and everything. Those information are very helpful while understanding that yeah, this regional center is doing great. It will you can trust him and it's professional. Then the testimonials and detailed information on the website about the project and financial statement about the project, what the progress has made, what type of loans project already has, and what they are going to use EB5 fund as a part of that project. So those all things were like very helpful deciding the project.
One last item on that before we move over to the projects and the regional centers. Mm-hmm. You mentioned about other testimonials on the EB5AN site. Can you talk a little bit about those testimonials and why those were helpful for you, and in kind of figuring out which attorney, which project, what was helpful for you in those testimonials?
So when I started, I think it was like a couple of testimonials over there, and one important for me was like I went through all the full interview with Siddharth, and that helped in very big way because he has done a lot of research, how he selected the project, how he selected the EB5, and what things need to be careful while selecting all these things was like very helpful. And that will sometimes as a supplement of what your thought process is, and sometimes you get new ideas that yeah, I need to be careful about this, or this is the process. So you learn something new, that what you need to be careful. And also it gives you a comfort that yeah, he has gone through this whole process and it worked. So it's going, yeah, it gives you a little more trust that yeah, this you can also follow this path and you'll be successful kind of. And that's how I came with the twin legs, and then found that Coulter Group is developing it. It's very like good builder with good financial uh, condition and the experience. So that is what I like the most about them. And the other thing is the Twin Lakes is the rural project, so that matches with the TEA and the amount I can invest. Other thing I looked at the time was like Twin Lakes has a loan repayment guarantee, and that is very like helpful to reduce the risk while you are investing this big amount for EB5.
In terms of the project's, you know, qualification as rural, why was that appealing to you? Why did you, you know, put an emphasis on trying to find a project in a rural area versus, you know, a non-rural project?
So rural area, like it has like set amount of set aside. I think it is 20%, right? So that gives a, while I have always faced that in H1 H1 green card, there is always a backlog, and if it happens with EB5, then you already have invested the money, you are in the process, and you cannot come out and all that process.